Ninja! 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 Ninja!
It's 11:59 at Radio Free America, and this is Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in the occupied zone. The chair is against the wall. The chair is against the wall. John has a long mustache. John has a long mustache. It's 12 o'clock, Americans, another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the lines, this is your song.
And welcome, whoever that one person is that's watching tonight. This is our Daily Gun Show. We are live every weeknight at midnight Eastern, and we talk about guns for now. So this is a conversation with a link out there, and people are welcome to join in and talk about guns. So here's the link, and we're going to chat about guns, or not, I guess. We'll see. So right now we got no one showing up. Let's see if anybody shows up tonight. Yeah, let's see. We'll work on some project, I suppose. Oops. So I guess I'm closing that window. It's the right time. Yeah, it's the right time. Huh? Sitting here with 0 viewers, so maybe this is not the right time to go live. DTP out there. Dropping comments without being in the chat. That's weird. Now it says there's 2. Oh, I know what I was going to do tonight. It's going to be super boring for y'all. I guess I could try it on the screen. I don't know if this will work or not. I haven't been able to work on Shooter's Almanac all month, so I was going to attempt to try to work on Shooter's Almanac tonight. But if it's boring, it's like every night, I'm going to go listen to the radio or something, or watch a movie or something. Actually go listen to more physics videos. What am I looking for? Looking for the calendar. So it's like episode 1000 something, thousands of episodes of this show. And we've been doing different types of formats right now. It's going to open format. I drop the link. People join in or not. And we talk or we don't. So Gun Calendar is one of our projects out there. And it looks like there were only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 things that I missed. That's a lot of work. So let's see how much I can dig into tonight. Got to do this mostly on my phone, so I guess we're going to sit here in silence unless anybody joins in. If there's anything to chat about, I don't have the luxury of just going live for an hour to stroke my ego. I go live to give my Patreons, people that want to chat, a place to chat, a place for people that are awake in the evening, decent time of day, to have a conversation about guns that isn't all lame. Let's see. But I'm not interested in just talking, so I'm going to shut up here. I guess I could just listen to a video. Ugh. Back of my teeth, and I got hair in my mouth. Let's see. Let's see if I don't think did Freedom Radio put up a video today? There's this show. I was already on Hit or Miss earlier, and I need to listen to that. Walt had a video. I don't know what he was talking about on that one, but I watched that one. Well, there's definitely a mosquito flying around. You could put me on here. All right. No, I don't think Gun Freedom Radio had a video today. Something from Guns and American Handguns. I feel like listening to that. That's probably like, what do we buy? What do we buy? What do we buy? Well, here's Gun Freedom Radio. So I don't know this guy. Success, training for success with Trampus Swanson. I never heard of such a name.
We didn't pass it on to our children.
So I can't tell you which it is. You have to find the link yourselves. But this, I'll just play it on my other computer over here.
Protected, defended, and then handed to them with the well-taught lessons of how they in their lifetime must do the same. And if you and I don't do this, then you and I may well spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it once was like in America when men were free.
Is that too loud, or can you hear that? It seems really loud to me.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 245 of Gun Freedom Radio, where we engage, we educate, and we inform. We are brought to you by Firearms.com, your nationwide foundation. I am one of your hosts, Cheryl Todd, and the other guy, Dan, who usually takes it from here, is out, shall we say, on assignment. He's out actually procuring a bunch of ammo, which is a little hard to procure right now. So we have had to take a little road trip to get that. And so I'll be running solo today. And not totally solo, of course, because we have our awesome guest today, Trampus Swanson. Trampus is the lead instructor of Swanson Training Group and deputy
Can you hear it okay?
of Private Military Contractor Magazine. Trampus is an NRA and USCCA firearms instructor, USCCA training counselor, and a former deputy sheriff in which he served as a SWAT sniper. Now he's a father of 2 young daughters who might make a special appearance. We're told they're in the room next door, and we're all home these days, so anything can happen. Trampus and his wife Candace, who is also an NRA and USCCA instructor, volunteer their free time to the national not-for-profit organization about unemployment in Canada, where they assist over 700 ladies nationwide, statewide. So welcome to the show, Trampus.
Thank you very much for having me. Great intro. Wow, I'm awesome, evidently. That's cool.
You indeed are, and I love that we can see behind you the people that are watching us on YouTube or Gunstream.
Okay, so now I just uploaded the first one. I went over here and found the patent for the bar.
Magazine that I was talking about.
This one here was Instagram post, so all I had to really do was go repost the Instagram post.
As a writer and work my way up to becoming a deputy editor under Bill Price Thomas.
I did it on the wrong account, so now I'll go to the correct account.
I run the US team for us. We just got a notification that this past SHOT Show will be handling also a civilian title, kind of an offshoot sister title that is called the Armed Lifestyle. That'll be coming out 2021.
So yeah, I don't even know if people are listening. So let me know if you can hear me or not.
In process, figured out. So looking forward to that. That'll be more for the average shooter and person here in the States looking to train and carry a firearm safely.
That's fantastic. Now, is that a paper magazine or an online magazine or a hybrid of both?
So we used to do paper magazines. I used to write for several of them. We found the online magazine, this particular being free and being ad driven by our sponsors, has worked better. We were able to reach over 30 countries in that way.
And that's what it's all about, is getting the information out there. So that's exciting news. So getting back to the work you do in training, situational awareness, we hear that word kind of thrown around, and I don't know that people fully get all that it entails, but situational awareness is always one of our best self-defense tools. And perhaps nowadays a little bit more so with all of the pop-up violence and civil and political unrest.
Okay, so now I posted this one about the bar over on here.
Our own personal awareness of the
So now it's
potential
basically a
of
month late, but that's what I gotta do, is I'm a month behind.
We've got to get our society off of one of these, right? We all live on this 3-foot bubble.
I'm sorry, what were you talking? I'm sorry. Wait, just got to send a quick text here.
That's what I'll do. It seems like the whole world, everybody is walking around and their bubble starts from shoulder to shoulder and runs out about the 3 foot of common arm reach. And they're moving through that world just in that bubble. And that makes them a prime target to become a victim. And so we really are teaching people not only to think about guns as self-defense, but anything, the most deadly of those tools being tuning your ears and using your brain, and using what we call our OOD loop. So we're teaching them how to observe the world around them, how to orientate to that world around them, to recognize threats in a 360-degree bubble, right? And then also to decide if something's a threat, what are they going to do? Are they going to escape that? They're going to have to take some kind of clear, decisive action, whether that's, like we said, to escape or to take action toward that and end that threat immediately. And so I think the key factor we found is just making that connection with people and making that mindset that regardless if they're going to run, they're going to fight, whatever they're going to do, they need to do it quickly and decisively and have the mindset.
I don't think I'll put sugar.
The rest is simply just teaching them how to use tools.
Alabama ends prohibition. That's a good one.
That's awesome. So you mentioned this phrase, OOD loop. Could you unpack that for us a little bit?
Well, a little bit as I described about observing what's around them, orientating to that environment, right? And then just using the D, decide, to figure out what they're going to do as far as if they're going to escape the situation or if they're going to take an action toward that situation. OOD stands for observe, orientate, decide, and action.
Drink my water with a little bit of lemon or lime juice in it, I think.
Because as new information comes into play, maybe
I prefer the lime juice over the lemon juice.
Now it really isn't a threat, or maybe there's more than one sources of a threat. And so it is actually a continuous loop until the threat has subsided, correct?
And will continuous loop as you move through your day. Everything we're doing, we're changing environments, we're changing situations.
All right, next up is Alabama. So going back over here,
we're constantly doing this. Our brain's constantly running, but when we sink into one of these, we've ceased to process around us. Too many people are living their life online instead of living their life in person.
Yeah, and for those of you that are only able to listen and not see one of these, I think you get it. It's your cell phone. It's your smartphone. You knew before I even said anything, right?
So the phones get smarter and we tend to get dumber. I couldn't name 5 people's phone numbers right now if you paid me.
Isn't that the truth? I mean, and we have so many individual phone numbers nowadays. It used to be you had maybe one at work and one at home, and now we have several. So, yeah, thank goodness for the cell phones, and maybe not thank goodness. Because,
there goes Alabama. So now we got an Alabama one up here. Everybody's going to get pegged with a bunch of Shooter's Almanac stuff.
COVID is still a big part of our lives. We are in the studio on Monday, August 24th of 2020, and
Battle of Athens, that's a big one.
2 weeks to stop the spread was a whole long time ago, and here we are still living this thing out.
I wish that I had a way to
experience about
search
how
in this
COVID
repost app
has
that I got.
impacted
Where am I going to
the
find the
industry,
hell I have
the
this?
gun
Let's see if I
industry, the
got it.
Second Amendment industry, for whatever perspective you may speak from.
Well, I think throughout my college years, all the way through my law enforcement days to now, we haven't seen anything really like this. I know we've seen ups and downs in the industry from the Clinton years to Obama years, up, down, trends, gun sales, stuff like that. But right now we're breaking numbers left and right, both in the sales and in the training industry, which subsequently follows a lot of these new gun owners. And so early days of COVID, I think we were all like, if we could just hang on for 2 weeks, we're good to go, right? Sadly, it kept a lot of people home in front of the TV and being force-fed this media rhetoric, right? It also kept a lot of really good firearms instructors that I personally know at home thinking that, we'll ride this out, right? But what we recognized with my team was that our instructors came together and were like, look, we can't sit this out because the longer this goes, the more it generates some really good people that are going to need education and training right now. And so we basically kept pushing forward. My wife Candace kept doing her one-on-one meetings. If we didn't have somewhere we could have them at the range, then she would do them on webinars, and the ladies kept coming. Our instructors, Clint Steele and Bernie Colson and Mitch Holloway, they did a good job of urging these people to get out of the house and come to the training and help bring other people to it, because through training and knowledge sharing and sharing our experiences is really the only way you're going to get these people to understand the totality of what training truly is in the gun industry. We saw a lot of first-time gun owners. The gun industry, has constantly spiked, right, with new gun owners. But then they get home and here's this thing sitting on their dresser, and it doesn't take long before people realize probably want to know a little bit more about it, how it works, and how it can pertain to me safely. And so we've seen some really high marks right now. Our classes are full.
So I don't know if anybody's.
Our team has come together really well to do that, and especially with our newest team member, Dan Tonto. He's
Just been listening to a chat because nobody was in here.
Oh,
You getting ready to retire?
what do you mean?
Well, I got a printer today, so I'm basically taking over.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
$220 X Xerox printer. It's pretty badass color. So of course I'm taking over. I can't do just yet, but pretty soon.
I guess I'm done.
It's all right. You did a good run. You did a good warm up, like the opening act or whatever. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I don't know what I'll do now though, but I'll figure it out.
So what was all that business on there? Are you going to talk about that or no? On the round part of Instagram earlier.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I can talk about that.
So what's going on with that? So that are you not leaving then going to there like you were talking about?
Yeah, I'm on an 18-month plan to exit the state, but Allen Acre needs room. You've seen what it's like.
No, I know exactly.
And
So that's on your side of the hill or the other side of the hill?
the other side.
All right. So then you're still doing a commute basically then.
Yeah, I mean it's like 20 miles one way, so it's not too bad.
Or it's not like you got a place that's big enough that you're sleeping in or something.
I mean, I could in this place, I guess.
Because that's what I would do. I can't see paying 2 rents, right? But anyway, so that's cool. So that starts in a month, or is that this month?
No, it starts today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I signed the lease and everything and got keys today. And tomorrow I have, dude, so I gotta do like 2 fucking projects. I gotta like get them done or pretty close to being done. And then I gotta start packing stuff while they're printing, and I'm laminating and cutting and all that. And then I gotta like bring as much of like the little shit as I can. And then maybe this weekend I can get like my brother-in-law and my stepdad and my stepbrother to like lift like the heavy shit. And then I gotta rent a truck or something because I have these shelves. I don't know if they'll fit in the back of my car, but I don't even want to try because they have like pointy edges and shit. So I don't want that on my upholstery.
Like what your computer's on, or to the right of there? Where that printer is, that little printer?
Well, yeah, well, all of that shit. Like what my computer's on.
Yeah, you should have given me a heads up. I could have got out there. That would have given me an excuse to go out there. And then I could have dragged my taxes out there and done my taxes and mail it again. That'd be awesome.
That's true.
But when are you moving then? Like tomorrow or?
During the week, I guess.
Right on. Well, this week you're saying?
Yeah. But so here's what makes so moving is like crazy already, right? Like that's already a thing. So Sunday, I'm like, all right, I gotta get.
Although she's complaining, you're in a garage, so of all the places to move it out of, like you have the ideal. At least you can just back right up and move right out of there.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be good. I mean, moving's not even that big of a deal, really. I think it'll be okay because you haven't seen it, but we just like reorganized everything and like culled it, and it looks really good.
Yeah, that's got to be annoying as hell because you haven't even had a chance to actually see if it worked or whatever.
Yeah, but so now I have like 500 square feet basically.
That's how much it is? 500?
Yeah, that's what I got.
And what do you think that garage is? I guess it's not 500.
I don't know, because I think I had like 3/8 of the garage.
I'm trying to think. I think your garage is as big as my place here. So, like what I'm sitting in. So then you're at least doubling it plus, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
That's not bad. And then that's what, 18 months or something you're saying?
Yeah.
So like from there, it's across the highway or it's on that side of the highway?
Wait, from where I live or?
Well, from where you're going from, like where the place is being moved, is it moving to the other side of the highway or is it staying on that side of the highway?
It's that same side. It's only like maybe.
It can't be that far because otherwise it'd be further than 20 minutes from your place, right?
Yeah, it's only like a mile or two from where I'm at now.
Right on. And then you got access 24/7 type of thing?
Yeah, it has like a key card entry, so it's open, to the public or whatever during certain hours, and then it locks with a key card after another certain amount of hours. So,
are you going to set it up with like a front office where you can have like meetings and hang out with clients type of thing, or is it going to be just straight like whatever workshop, whatever you call like workspace?
Straight sweatshop. I mean, I think maybe like a little.
What about having a curtain or something? Because you don't want to have people see like the actual sweat happening. No, I hear what you're saying. So then, otherwise you got to waste a bunch of space anyway. Does it have like its own bathroom, or do you got to share a bathroom down the hall or something?
So it's got a shared bathroom down the hall, but it's like a pretty low tenant building. Like there's not many people, and all the times I've been in there for a couple other things throughout the years, and there's never really a lot of people in there.
Is it something where like you had to wait for somebody to get out of there, or it's always empty kind of thing?
Usually they have like empty spots in there.
Okay. And then is it the kind of bathroom where they have somebody come in and clean it every day?
Yeah, it's like a super clean.
It's kind of worth having that, because then otherwise you got to have either a messy bathroom or your own bathroom.
Well, here's my favorite part though. My favorite part is Utilities are included in the rent, and
Nice.
I have a thermostat on the wall. So that's like,
And no like claim like or disclaimer where like, and if your electric goes up, then you're paying more.
nope. I said to the guy, I was like, can I turn this thermostat to 61 and leave it? And he's like, absolutely. And I was like, all right, well, that's what I'll be doing.
That's cool. So then that's awesome. So then by the end of the week, well, by the end of the month, in a couple of weeks, you'll be up and running. And it's not like it's that hard once you set everything back up. It's just setting it all back up and growing into the space, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to be set up and like fully going by like Tuesday of next week. I have a bunch of patches coming in, which I now have room for because, like, you know, the area above that where my computer is, where I have the patches.
Yeah, exactly. It's all tiny. Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's filled. I got like patches pouring. Every time I go to get patches out of there, I got shit falling down at me, like raining patches, because I'm out of space. But now I have like, I think I'm gonna put a whole shelf of just like patches and have like a shipping area and stuff.
Now, if I was me, I would be going to like, Habitat for Humanity where they have like all the extra stuff. Like if they don't use all the doorknobs that they're given, or if somebody gives them, but whatever building materials and stuff on the cheap. So I would go there and look for like shelves and drawers and that kind of thing. Do you have anything like that where you can get stuff on the cheap?
I think we do have something like that here.
Because I've thought about that too. If I had a place to do it, I would have like the store, kind of like what you got, except a whole wall, right? Instead of just like an area, but like the drawers and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, like you get some that, okay, I got a whole bunch of these and I got like 4 of these and these are huge and these are tiny and that kind of stuff happens. And then stuff changes, obviously. Ideally, you sell them, right? And then you have less and less and less ones.
Yeah. Well, and I also need like a big ass table, like, to lay stuff out on and, whatever. And like,
Oh, dude, I can imagine having like basically the table you gave me, except without the robot on it, except a little bit taller, like the size of the robot, the top of the robot.
oh, yeah.
But like a big 4 foot by 4 foot island in the center, or even bigger, maybe 5 foot by 5 foot. That would be the shit, right? Be able to spread
it's like
stuff,
a big ass
maybe
cutting
posters and flags and stuff.
Yeah, I got to get something like that. I think I'm going to do a giant Allen Anchor banner for the wall, but I'm going to do it like my freaking patch wall that's in my apartment right now. I'm going to move that over there.
Well, yeah. Although you could probably do something cool with like, I don't know, but you got the resources, or you got the Rolodex, I should say, to be like, hey, I want so I need patches, and then boom, you'd have like you could do a whole wall of that place, no matter how big the wall is. What about the ceiling? Nobody's done a patch ceiling before.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I think it has like 10-foot ceilings or something.
What kind of ceilings is it? Drop ceilings or like just exposed rafters and shit, or what do you got?
Oh, it's a drop ceiling. Yeah, it's a drop ceiling.
So it's like being in a regular office with the tile and the neon lights and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And air conditioning, favorite part.
Oh, that's true too. That's gonna hide all your air conditioning. So do you got like upstairs neighbor, or is it the whole like one story?
It's a 1 story. There's like some kind of warehouse or something behind it, and like a bunch of other stuff. It's like an office suite kind of thing.
And then what kind of is it? Are there like printers and like engravers and that kind of thing, or is it like doctors and that kind of thing, or is it gun shops and auto body, or what kind of stuff is around there?
It's I think somebody's making T-shirts in there, and then I think it's just like some offices. I don't know. I haven't really like explored that much, but it's right by Costco, and it's right by the freeway.
Well, I guess I haven't explored too much around there, but isn't everything right by the highway? Isn't it sort of like a hot dog? Isn't that town sort of like the hot dog bun to the highway? Like everything is just long and on both sides of the highway from what I've seen on the map.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's
I mean, you can't really go. You can't go like a half an hour away from the highway. You got way up in the mountains or something.
I mean, I guess when I think of out there, I think of like far from the freeway is like 2 miles.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like
No, that's cool though, because if somebody does come up to get something or meet you or whatever, it's not like they have to look all over the place then. It's or delivery or whatever. It's just right there.
yeah, and all the room I have now, like for stuff and like my poster printing and whatever, you know, like all that.
Mhm.
So stoked.
Yeah, I envy that. That'd be pretty neat to be able to set up a workspace or what.
With air conditioning.
Well, I guess I don't think about it because I don't even have it here. But yeah, that's got to be frustrating because you're in a garage. So even though you've got it nearby, you don't got it
Yeah.
when you're working.
Plus, it's like horrible for all my stuff to be like baking.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. I didn't think about that. Well, more room means you can buy stuff in like bigger bulk, and you can buy it like, you know, be opportunistic, right? When like I did with this Velcro, I was like I ran out of that orange Velcro that you gave me, right? I'm down to like sizes a quarter, you know, like stuff that I've cut off other things, and I've got these little scraps of orange left, and that's about it. So ran out of I usually just buy a big roll of it, right, off of eBay or whatever, and then but like you said how you got that orange stuff, so I went on eBay and looked for whatever scraps and whatever, and I kept looking around, and I found, I don't even think there's a way to describe it. It's like a 3-foot box by 2 foot by 2 foot, just packed full of Velcro, and it cost like $70. So it was basically for the price I would have paid for like one roll, I probably got 20 rolls. It's crazy. Like I'll never need Velcro in my life again. I have a ton of Velcro. So if you ever need some Velcro. But yeah, I scored it. And then it's huge though. It's like 3 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot. I'm like, okay, great. I got a ton of Velcro at a great price. Like I was pricing Velcro, and I think it was all the regular prices are something like 0.003 per, I don't know, yard or foot or whatever. This stuff was 0.001. Like, you know, the price is just crazy low. But when I got it, I didn't even think about it because it was $70. You know, I'd say that's $20 more than I'd normally pay for a thing that's about the size of a pizza box, but it's really a roll of Velcro that big. You know, it's a big roll of Velcro. Right. But, you know, it's $70. So I'm like, okay, I'll get maybe twice that much or something, right? No, it's a ton. It's like, anyway, so that's where you're going to be able to do that, right? You know, because you got LA right there too. So if somebody says, hey, I've got sticker material, I've got poster material or whatever, and I've got to get rid of it, you can be like, hell yeah, I'll throw it in a pile over here.
Oh yeah, totally. Oh my God. Speaking of that, there's so many, I was downtown in the fashion district. You would be so into all the threads and stuff, and they're so cheap, dude.
Well, I'm going to come down there and do that at some point, especially if I get a machine over.
Yeah, you totally should. They have like walls and walls of threads in like every color.
My problem is that I got this one brand now that I buy from the place this place online that I ended up buying stuff from. So I guess if I went down there with some of mine and I could compare it, but to basically I have to just snap up, like pull them real hard. Because some of the stuff, I can tell right away some of it when you look at it, it frays too much and I know it would be too dusty for my machine.
Right.
But I've got to like pull it. Like it has to be, I don't know what that's called, tensile strength or whatever. It's got to have like a strength so that the machine doesn't snap it. Because it's basically anything more brittle than whatever the brand is I have. I spend more time swearing at the thing and rethreading it than I do anything else. So I would hate to go buy any amount of thread and then come home and find out it's like, unusable or what.
Yeah, don't they have a like a weight rating or something on thread?
Well, that's what I was going to see. It's if I can bring my spool that works good and then show that to somebody who knows what they're talking about, they can either probably eyeball it or put it into whatever. Because I think it's one of these things with like a knife or like something that pulls on it, and then it's like a trigger puller or whatever. It tells you the strength, like you're saying. Because that's how they sell the thread, I think, is by how many pounds of strength it is or something. But anyway, I'm not good enough to know, so I've only ever experimented a little bit. What I do is I went to the places in town, right? Whatever they're called, Michael's or something, or no, the fabric one, and just bought a couple of different brands, and then maybe the dollar stores, and I've just bought a couple, and I just can tell that none of them hold up as good as this other stuff. It's not as bad as dental floss or fishing line, but it's definitely strong, stronger than regular thread that I used. I think it's got to work for a little while, and maybe there's something I could do to the machine that I don't know, fuck with the tension or something. But anyway, that would be neat to go. I mainly need to check out materials too, because I am really getting sick of buying the material from this one place. Like, I'm out of white right now, and it's not cheap. It's pretty expensive actually to buy that material that I sew the patches on, and I'm sick of it because I know they're not making it out of thin air. They're buying it from someplace probably in LA.
Right. Oh my God, I have so many offline secrets for you. Well, not so many, but definitely something about that. So remind me.
Oh, well, nobody said anything out there. There's 6 weird lurkers out there, but nobody's saying anything. This is a conversation. So Angelina jumped in and we're chatting, but we could just end it and chat offline. I'm basically just going over here on Instagram and updating Shooter's Almanac, one of the channels on Instagram that I intended to do daily, basically. However, it's really difficult to juggle that many balls, so something had to fall, and it was the Shooter's Almanac thing. So I was a month behind, or I am a month behind. I'm now up. I'm all the way through August 1st, so I've done just the events on August 1st so far. I still have something like 30 events to do. But we'd say we don't really have to do this live. We could chat off here, because this is definitely not interesting for people what I'm doing. And the link is out there. So this is supposed to be a conversation, but if no one's going to take advantage of that, then we'll just start chatting offline. In fact, all that happened is a bunch of people left. So we'll see if anything changes with that. Otherwise, how is the temperature there? It's the 1st of September now. So they just, this morning, they were talking about how they, now can officially look at all the records from August. And August and July were both the top, were both the hottest months on record. Hottest July, hottest August since 120 years of taking temperatures in Arizona. So as long as they've been able to record temperatures here, so we just got through the hottest July and August. Was it like that in California also, do you think?
I don't know if it was like the hottest ever like that, but it was definitely hot. However, now the last 2 days it's been beautiful. It was like 75 today.
I was gonna say we've got our mood, so it's been nice.
Yeah, but then I guess this weekend and into next week it's going to be back in the hundreds again. So that was short-lived. But I mean, California is usually like our September and October can be warm and like dry and hot. I mean, it can be 105 on Thanksgiving, but hopefully it's like a crisp fall, because that'd be great. I'm so over like the hot, gross everything.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it turned pretty nice here yesterday, kind of. It was like only 100 yesterday or something, and then today was, I don't know what it was, but certainly nicer. So I think they're saying the same thing as what you're saying, though, that we're going to see it hot again, but at least it broke whatever they call it, the streak, I guess. And I don't know, after a while, you just forget what it's like to not just constantly be in just discomfort, I guess the best way to say it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like, this is the first time in for a while that dog isn't just panting constantly during the day. Oh, let's see, Patriot actually said something. Oops. Looks like I need to wait a few weeks before placing a new order. I don't know. You need to wait? Or does he need to wait?
Yeah, I said give me like 2 or 3 weeks because
Oh, okay.
you know. Oh, that didn't. Okay, so part of what I was gonna say is, um, so all this going on, right? My freaking computer crashed.
The Macintosh.
Yeah, the
Now
Macintosh.
the big ass one that you work on, or your laptop that you fiddle around on.
The one that I work on.
Okay.
So, that thing crashed. I think it's a software issue. Sorry. So I can fix it, but I didn't have an OS around or anything, so I didn't have time to dig with that. So anyway, I've lost like 2 days working. Today I had to take the computer from my apartment and take that to the garage and then install Windows, the printer, the cutters, like every fucking thing on that. So now tomorrow I can start, like I printed a page off today, it looked good. We in business. Tomorrow I gotta start cutting, and while I'm cutting and all that, I gotta start packing my shit.
Now, are you also like got a date where you need to be out of there? Like they want the room for something, or you can take your time to get out.
Oh, I can take my time getting out of there, but I just want to get like I need to minimize my downtime.
Yeah, because now you're definitely paying for that space at 24/7.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna have I'm gonna make an announcement, I guess, on the Alan Ager Instagram, and then have like a sale. And I think I'm gonna run a patch that I wasn't gonna run as like a fundraiser for like, because I gotta fucking buy a bunch of shit now. I had to give them a bunch of money today. So yeah. So we gotta sell stuff this month.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
And then, well, in SHOT Show, who knows what's going on with that, but I gotta start sending out all my stuff for that, for if people want patches and stickers and cards and whatever for that time.
You have any? What's your feelings on it? Like, is there any kind of finger to the wind yet on it?
I don't know, man. I mean, they were sending out a lot of stuff, acting like it was all going down, and the emails have gotten fewer and farther between.
Oh, you mean like from NSSF? Yes, for sure, right.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I did get one just yesterday. Not an email. I guess it wasn't an email, but whatever it was the it was somehow bragging about how they're in both convention centers, and then it was saying, oh, it was bragging about how Geisley bought masks. I forget how many masks, 225,000 masks or something crazy. So it was making me think, dang it, like they're expecting everybody to wear masks at SHOT Show.
Oh yeah, because you have to in I don't know if it's Clark County or Nevada, but it's like LA. Like here, you have to. It's some kind of ordinance or whatever. I mean, what do they do if you don't? I don't fucking know. But it's.
You think, but that's, well, okay, yes, now, whatever, but then that's still 4 months away. I guess if they have to assume that it might be that way, but I'm gonna at least put out hope that it won't. That they'll be like, oh yeah, forget about that. You can carry a mask if you want. You don't have to. Or something.
I mean, real speak. I think this is gonna like how shit's gonna be for like years. I don't think this is ending anytime soon. I don't want to say that, but
I don't know. It's hard to say because we still got the election right around the corner as far as things go, as far as this whole like scope of events or whatever. But did you see the thing? I think it was just a couple of days ago where they started talking about the numbers were revised only 6% of whatever and blah, blah, blah. So everybody's saying, oh, see, now they're, and stuff comes to light. So I suspect if stuff comes to light and it isn't fake or fake news or whatever, or deemed wrong, then I think it could go away just as fast as it came around, is I guess what I'm saying. Because if there's something that's like, oh, this was all a big scam, like everybody's going to be sick of it, right? Like put it down with a passion is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see
If that happens, then we're never going to hear about masks again, right? That'll be actually kind of dangerous if there ever is something where we kind of need a mask. But I understand what you're saying. Like, I guess if it becomes like, oh, well, crap, this is a new way I can express my individuality, or this is a new way I don't have to worry about my beard today. I don't have to, like, brush my teeth. I can just put my mask on. I'm good to go. Like, it's a new way to hide my grossness or something or whatever, like, then maybe we will see it as half the people do it just like wearing shorts or pants, right? Like, nobody really cares anymore. At one point in the world, if you wore shorts, everybody's like, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? Like, put your pants on, right? And nobody cares now. I mean, shit, when I was a little kid, you couldn't wear shorts, right? I mean, you could technically, nobody's going to arrest you. Everybody'd look at you like you're a dimwit. You wore shorts everywhere, anywhere, and except for like the beach or whatever, right? And then now, like, whatever, things change. Gym shoes, I guess, same kind of thing, right? So I guess it's possible that they'll be around forever. They've certainly been around. It's just that nobody ever paid them any attention. And usually people laughed at the person wearing them. Like, what do you think? But on the other hand, you never know if somebody was wearing it because maybe their tooth was gross and it was pussing out of there or something, and they just were wearing a mask like an eye patch to cover it. And I guess we won't know. I kind of thought, well, I'm going to just sit down one afternoon and do all these Instagrams. This is super difficult. Normally, I don't think about doing them.
Oh, Instagram stuff?
Well, like, just kind of, not like reposting necessarily, but I'm going to the website and pulling stuff off the website. But now that I'm doing more than one in a row, yeah, it's taken forever. I never realized there's like a billion little steps to, copy, paste, resize, blah, blah, blah. And when I only do one or something a day, I don't even think about it. But now it's driving me nuts, especially this one. I don't know if you've ever had an issue where you go to put something in Instagram and it says, nah, and then it just freezes Instagram. And then you got to basically it's doing it again, fuck. So now I got to go find a different picture, basically, because now it's just froze my phone twice because of whatever. Either I screen captured the picture and it didn't like it, or I downloaded the picture and it didn't like it. And I don't remember what I did. So now I have to screen capture the picture and download it so that I have both. And then go back to Instagram and see which one it actually wants. Anyway, I thought I would just sit there and work on this one in the morning, and I'm glad I didn't do that, because I guess what I'm saying is this is going to take way more than just a couple of minutes to do this. So anyway, I'm not even going to keep doing this because this probably going to need to sit there for a while, watch a movie or something, or listen to a really, really, really long book on tape or something and do this. And anyway, this has become distracting and boring for everybody, I'm sure. So with that, we had Woods out there. He didn't jump in, though. We had Patriot out there. He didn't jump in. I guess it's too late. But this is an evening conversation. It happens every single weeknight, and it's to talk about guns. And it's not to talk about fear or whatever the mainstream media is, intending us to fight about. It's the opposite of that. And to talk about real stuff that can make change. I just watched a chat happen a little earlier with a whole bunch of interesting people in it. So this is a conversation like that, except that everybody has a link to. I drop them right at the beginning of the show, a couple of times during the show. Take advantage of it if you're interested. If not, it'll change. This show's been going for 1,000-something episodes. At some point, I'll get my shit together here and actually accomplish what I think I have figured out for this show. But like say, August was a bit weird. Dealing with the heat and stuff is always a challenge. So now that we're done with that, I'll be coming back hopefully with both fists again. We'll kick the crap out of shit. So with that, we'll say thanks to Angelina for jumping in. We'll help their move, and we'll go back up there. Oh, did you want to say anything before we leave?
No.